Welcome to Pet Allies Adoption Minute, sponsored by Shola TV. I'm Jill Tinkle, and I've got my regular co-host Odie here today, and he brought one of his favorite toys for a reason, though, RJ. So he brought his unicorn because he thinks that you can find your own unicorn at Pet Allies Shelter, and he thinks you brought a unicorn today, too. So tell us about Jules, that unicorn, and especially what she's going to look like after her spa day.
Yes, she's getting a spa day on Thursday. Today's Monday while we're filming, and so 4 days, and she's going to turn into a princess.
Yes.
A unicorn.
Close to a unicorn,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, close to a unicorn. She'll get a dental and an exam with the doctor, and our groomer volunteer, Barbara, will bring in all her tools and groom her while she's asleep.
I love that idea.
She doesn't much care for being groomed, so it's much better to do it while she's sedated.
Yeah, that is just great.
Grooming. Yeah. She's a little chubby now, so we'll see whether she has any thyroid issues or anything that's causing that. We're going to do some blood work on her and make sure everything's okay. Don't need to put her on a special diet or anything. That'll all be included in an adoption. She could be a really great pet for someone. She's 10 years old. She could live another 7 to 8 years.
Absolutely, being
easily.
active.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of fun during that time because she's got a lot of personality. We had a little trouble getting her on my lap here because she's nervous and maybe has been a little bit neglected recently. I could see maybe the owner not doing well themselves and having trouble taking care of their pet. So
yeah, maybe so.
So we have a lot of senior pets. We don't turn them away. We're willing to do their blood work. We're willing to give them their medicine because people donate.
Yes. Yes, like they did last week at the Rubber Duck Pluck.
That's right. We have great sponsors. We had Reserve Analyst, Slade Roofing, Trevor Tinkle, State Farm, and Nicole Vondenbosch with West USA Realty, and we had Meredith Mayer with Remax Realty, and we're really grateful to have sponsors from the community here.
You know, we really are, and I got to say this to you, RJ. I mean, it wasn't that many years ago when, and not bragging on my State Farm, but we were about the only ones stepping up. And I would always shout out, where are the rest of the businesses up here? Why aren't more people stepping up, sponsoring kennels, sponsoring Rubber Duck Pluck? You know, why aren't they putting their money where their mouth is, you know? And then finally, I think it was some of your great volunteers who got out and started talking to the community more. And we did a lot of advertising on here as well. And on Facebook, you know, the kennel sponsorships have just taken off, and both from people who want to dedicate that kennel to a loved one or a lost animal, you know, either one, or from a lot of businesses that said, I want to be a part of this too. You know, and I've been very vocal for years, as you know, about telling people, this is where you put your money. You put your money with Pet Allies to do all the right things, and people around the community really, really appreciate that. I get stopped all the time, RJ, you know, and thanked for supporting the animals, but I only do that because the way you do things. So if Pet Allies didn't do things right by the animals, in other words, if we were not a no-kill shelter, you know, if we didn't support pretty much everything from guinea pigs to horses, you know, if we didn't do those things right, then I wouldn't put my money there. But I love that we've got so many bigger sponsors. It just enables you to be able to take on dogs like Jules, who are older. They're not as wanted as this cute little puppy that's coming up behind her, you know. And so that's the only way we can do that. But Jules is great. And I think one thing we need to point out about her is that everybody's looking for non-shedding dogs.
Yep.
Right, Odie?
Yep, they are.
Odie said he can't identify with that. He doesn't think they are, but they are.
Yeah.
And she's going to be a non-shedder.
Yep, she's a non-shedder, a big grooming. She has hair.
Yes.
Like humans do.
Exactly.
It
Not
needs to
fur.
be cut. Yeah, not fur.
Yes, and
so low allergies.
Yes.
So if you have allergy issues, it's possible.
Yeah, and when you adopt her, she'll already be trimmed. And so the way to do that is to get a very soft brush and brush her when she doesn't need to be brushed.
Get her used to it.
Exactly. And so then when she really does need to be groomed, she's already used to being handled and feet picked up and ears looked at. And that's how you handle a dog that you're not sure if they're groomable, you know, without being sedated.
Right.
Well, Jules is just great. I think she's somebody's unicorn, don't you?
I do. And you can come and walk her. If you don't want to adopt her, you can still come and take her for walks.
Oh, she would love that, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, all of our dogs would like that. Yes. Just be careful you take a big one. I learned that one the hard way.
Yeah.
Take something that weighs less than you. That's my advice.
That is a good idea.
Always, yes. Well, we thank you for being here with us today on Pet Allies Adoption Minute. And we thank Sholo TV for always putting up with us. Sometimes we're kind of a trouble behind the scenes, and they're always great here about helping us out. And we want you to come to the shelter and find your very own unicorn.
If you would like more information about the shelter, its monthly events, or to schedule an adoption outside of regular hours, please visit www.PetAlliesAz.org or call the shelter at 928-537-8009.